later. But yesterday, the Cowboys scored 40 points in their blowout win against the Jaguars. Dak Prescott threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another. Zeke Elliott rushed for over 100 yards, added a TD run. The Cowboys are now 3-3, heading to Washington, though, next week to play the first-place Redskins. So, Shannon, can the Cowboys keep this up?
No. And, Skip, I know you saw that in that video with Cole Beasley scored. You saw Jalen Ramsey and Barry Church pull up. They ain't want to, they ain't want to get.
They had enough.
Yeah.
We made them say no mas.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Skip, this game was an outlier because yesterday was the perfect storm. The Cowboys have an
outlier.
Yes, because the Cowboys have a very good defense. Like I said, I thought they were good, but the Cowboys D is better than I thought. Playing a really bad offense led by one Blake Bortles. And the defense of the Jacksonville Jaguars, see, they're still living in the past. They still think, oh man, that's 2017. No, you're not. You're not even close to that. So you need to come up and pick your game up and stop talking about what you were last year, because last year has no bearing on this year. Skip, how am I supposed to say, okay, yeah, they played 6 games. This is the second time they scored more than 20 points.
Yeah.
Now, you want me to believe, okay, now, this is the Cowboys offense. We're going to say, really?
Yes, really.
So where was it been the other time, the other 4 games?
Where was my offensive coordinator in those first 5 years?
He been there.
Oh.
Called the same play.
No.
Called the same play.
No, he wasn't called the same play.
So in other words,
my quarterback had a career-high rushes and career-high rushing yards.
So in other words, you need Andy Reid to play the team that you're going to play every week to give you guys an outline.
Is that your excuse?
I'm just asking you a simple question. A simple no or simple yes will suffice. No, but I do not believe they can keep this kind. Skip, come on, stop it. You know good and well they don't have the offensive weaponry to score 40-plus points a game.
Told you there's different ways to skin this cat.
Well,
not that I want to skin a cat,
No,
but
don't.
I don't want to skin a
in
cat.
Asia, they eat them.
It's just an expression. So, Shannon Sharp, you are about to be in big trouble because these Cowboys are going to win the NFC East.
No, they're not.
When you win the East, doesn't that mean you automatically make the playoffs?
Yeah, the Eagles did that last year.
Oh, okay. So, the first thing my Cowboys are going to have to correct is this weird new identity crisis that they've developed, because the good news is that for the first time in the history of Jerry World, which opened in 2009, they are 3-0 at home. You realize that's never happened? 3-0 at home.
What are they on the road?
Well, that's a pleasant new surprise for me, because the whole idea was that they were, every time I watched my Cowboys at home the last 5 years, I just went like this, because it's America's stage. It's not their stage. It belongs to America because it's Final Fours and boxing matches and concerts and the visiting team comes in like, oh, this is the national stage, right? We belong here as much as the Cowboys do.
Yes.
Well, somehow they're correcting that, but now they're going the other way on the road where they're 0-3. By the way, Mr. Sharp, do you realize that Dak Prescott's been the quarterback for 2 years, 2016, 2017? Guess what their road record was with Dak Prescott at quarterback the last 2 years?
What was that?
12-4 away from Jerry World. 12-4, while at home they were 10-7, counting the playoff loss to Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
So that means that the precedent was set for them to be a better road team than a home team. But what has happened in the 3 road losses so far? They have played tentative, they played scared, they played not to lose thanks to their offensive coordinator, because everything was bang Zeke straight up the gut with no creativity and have Dak drop like 8 miles back there and hold the ball and pump the ball and look for receivers that can't separate and get open. That's a recipe for disaster, and that got corrected yesterday, because I loved Jason Garrett's word at halftime when he said that we finally played with conviction. And that's how they have to play at Washington, because Dak played with conviction yesterday. Everything that he did, run or pass, he did it like he meant it. And it's the first time I've seen that this year. And I saw it early last year, and I saw it the whole year in 2016. He played with conviction.
Is that what Jerry told Jason to say?
I don't know.
Say we need to play with conviction.
So I like that word.
Consider he told him he should have went for it on 4th down.
Yeah,
but I just want to
Well, again, but what did they show you? And you agreed that they shouldn't have gone for it on 4th down.
No, not with the defensive play in the way. Like I said, they were just one play. They made one play. But let me ask you this, Skip, if you don't mind me, I'll let you go again. So if you go 8-0 at home, you go 8-0, 0-8 on the road, what's the likelihood you make the playoffs?
Well, obviously, that's about to reverse itself, because this team has a great road mentality that it somehow lost at Carolina, and it lost at Seattle.
And it lost at Houston.
Yeah, it lost it. But in all those games, they didn't get blown out in any of those games.
Is it?
You know, it was like a one-play game where the offense needs to make one big play that ignites it, and they couldn't make one big play. And they made like 15 big plays in the first half yesterday.
Yeah,
so they said,
amazing.
so this is how we can do it. I told you it's because you have to unleash the quarterback and make it a 1-2 punch, running the football, rolling out, throwing the football on the run, getting everybody involved. I like what I saw from some of the receivers. Well, I do.
I know you like it because you know why? Because Zeke, as long as Zeke's the focal point, the sky's the limit.
I think the focal point was the quarterback yesterday.
Stop it.
Well, he was. He had a QBR of 95. That led the day yesterday.
Okay.
How do you explain that?
Okay, hold on. So where is he at in QBR now?
Well, he's had a rough start because of those 3 roads.
Whoa, I ain't trying to hear all that. You keep telling me how great he is. I don't want to hear about no road. I don't care if they play a corn
Did
patch
I not
hour.
first guess this? Did I not beat this table over here for Scott Linehan to let him run?
So
Did
now,
I not say it again and again?
You know what?
So what happened? He did, and they scored 40 points.
Yeah.
Do I think they're going to score 40? Well, I do not. But could they score 24?
I don't know, Candy.
Yeah.
Have they scored 24 before?
I think you're just getting nervous.
Have they scored 24 on the road before?
You know, you're starting to debate the way they used to play on the road, which is tentative, playing not to lose. That's how you're trying to hold on against me.
Have they scored 24 points on the road this year?
Well, obviously they haven't, but in years past, the last 2 years, a lot of times.
What does that have to do with today?
It has a lot to do because they've got that mentality. A lot of these players have won a whole bunch of road games, a whole bunch.
These same players.
So finally they're going to say, let's just go for it. Let's just go for broke on the road.
So it's just that easy, huh?
Yeah.
So in other words, so when they played Carolina, when they played Seattle, say let's just go for it.
They did not. I told you they played tentative. They played not to lose. If they go play to win at Washington, they'll win the game. They're better than Washington.
So is that what? So when they lose, they're playing not to lose, and when they win, they just beat everybody.
Well, how do you explain 40 against what was the number 1
Jacksonville
defense?
isn't that good.
Oh.
Blake Bortles.
Oh. Well, you didn't first guess that. You're second guessing.
Oh, I knew he was some. I mean,
you didn't know anything. You said it would be 24-13 Jacksonville.
Skip. Okay, I was wrong in this game prediction. I'm never wrong in my assessment of Blake Bortles. 2 things can be true. Yes,
I don't know.
I was wrong in my pick. I thought the defense would play better.
You've always liked the Dallas defense, but you thought Blake. I kept saying you're disrespecting my defense. I told you that Friday.
But I didn't expect Dak to have this kind of completion percentage and all these other things. I thought the Jags defense, the Jags were supposed to have a defense comparable to what the Cowboys put on the field. Clearly, that's not the case.
So Dak is now 2-0 at Washington. That's interesting. And he's 4-0 against the Redskins in the 2 years that he's been a starter. That's interesting.
Good sign.
And the Dallas Cowboys have won 5 straight games at Washington. That's interesting. That could add up to momentum. Feeling good about yourselves.
Where's she at? Momentum. Where is she?
She's living in my locker room right now.
No, she ain't.
Well,
no, she's not. It'll be short-lived. Now, guess what? You'll come out here next week, and you'll be talking about, I told you that check down Dallas was better than Kirk Cousins.
Well,
because if Kirk Cousins was in the game, we'd have won, blah, blah, blah. And I ain't going to want to hear it. I just want you to know. I don't want to hear it when Washington give y'all the biz next week.
Alex Smith is dangerous. He's better than Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is 1-6 against the Cowboys. 1-6? So that's going to be a problem. But my defense is way better than it was the last 2 years. Way better. And it's getting better and better and better.
Well, if Jordan Reed can stay healthy, the offensive line can stay healthy, and Dotson's guy, because this is what we know. Kirk Cousins was doing real good. My first cousin had a nice little go. And then they traded Deshaun Watson. I think they released Deshaun. And then they let Pierre Garçon go. So they took everything around him. They wiped the hedge away from him and tried to strip the man down. And he still put up big numbers. And first cousin went and got that big old payday in Minnesota. Now he got them riding. And what Case Keenum got the Broncos doing? Riding low.
I thought they hung him pretty well against the Rams.
Yeah, hung it.
23-20, that was pretty good.
No. Because at one point the score was 23-3. 20-3. So he got all he got all those numbers that don't mean nothing. Inflated numbers.
Okay.
We don't do that in Denver.
40 points against Jacksonville.
I know.
Jacksonville isn't that good, and you know it.
Maybe they got to brig McGregor on the road.
I know.
I tell you what, if the Cowboys, if the Cowboys hang 40 on the Ravens, I say okay, they good. And they hang 40 on the Ravens.
Oh, well, that's big of you. That's
Yo,
that's
okay
real
then.
gutsy.
You hung 40 on Jags?
Well, Baker Mayfield hung an L on the Ravens. He did.
And the old Chargers. Old Phillip Rivers. Rivers rolls in.
He didn't roll in.
Yeah, he did.
He threw his fewest passes in like 6 years.
Yeah, I know. That's
20
all he
passes.
needed.
Oh, okay.
Felt sorry for him. I told Wink to call him off. Hey, Lynn. I said, hey, Lynn. I called him up like Buffalo Wild West. I said, hey, Lynn, that's enough.
Okay.
Because Skip going to be upset.
Moving on. Will Le'Veon Bell make his return to the Steelers this week? I don't know. We'll discuss next.